thing that I wish that I kept up with, well, there's a lot of them, but one of them in particular is my closet. Hello, welcome to the closet. Welcome to the problem. This was just one of those spaces and one of those things that when I thought of doing mid-year reset like this, that I needed to tackle this in particular. I feel like I am so good at keeping up with so many other things, like doing the laundry, doing the dishes. Like as soon as there is a dirty dish, I pretty much clean it absolutely immediately after it's dirty. I feel like I keep up with literally every single other thing that there has to do in a household. But when it comes to actually taking the clothes out of the laundry room and hanging them up, another layer on that is whenever I am like taking clothes on and off, I just throw them on the ground instead of just like taking 2 seconds to fold them and put them back in their place or hang them back up on their hanger. And then we're left with what we have here, which isn't necessarily the worst it's ever been, but it's still something that I'm like, yeah, we need to make sure the closet door is closed. We're going to organize and hang back up all my clothes. Okay, something that I'm also doing throughout this reset is doing little kitchen resets as well. There are just like little things that we need that just kind of like fall away and you kind of forget about them. For example, some pots specifically, not even pots and pans. I feel like I am all set on pans. Pots specifically, there are so many times that I am making dinner and I notice that I'm like, oh, well, I only really have one like saucepan or one pot. And specifically this weekend when we had people over, my mom and I were cooking and she was like, do you have another pot? And I was like, I only have one smaller like saucepan and then just like a big huge pot. So I was like, yeah, I've been for the past year, literally it's been a full year since I have lived on my own, as in like I don't live with my parents, so I'm using my own things. I have needed more pots. Like for a year I've been like, I need more pots whenever I'm cooking. However, I will say that I feel like since I have moved here and it's just me and my fiance living together, also I take off my rings except for my Aura ring, but I take off my rings when I'm cooking, so that's why you don't see them on. And I was just working out, I take them off when I'm working out and cooking, that's why you don't see those. Since it's just me and Isaac living together, I feel like I cook a lot more. Like I feel like when we were living in Texas and we had other people living with us, it's just kind of, it was hard to try to meal prep for myself because I was there like home alone a lot. But now I cook like breakfast and dinner. I've never been a lunch gal. I had to buy some new pots and pans, so I guess we shall see. We will put them to the test, but I need to wash all of these. I'll say this, you can definitely tell a difference in the quality of just like picking those up. It's a huge difference. Those are some new additions to the kitchen. I'm also hoping that in this video I can show you guys some new kitchenware that I am wanting to order. I've been meaning to get like bigger bowls, some different style plates because we have like pasta style plates, and then also some serving bowls where basically I can put my fruit. Hopefully that will be in today's video. I don't know if anybody can relate, but I have some very chaotic weeks, especially in the time of life that I am in right now, growing a family and prepping for that and resetting and doing everything that we're watching in today's vlog. Some things just kind of fall to the side. One of the things that doesn't have to fall off the routine is making your meals, which is why I want to say a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, which is none other than HelloFresh. HelloFresh makes it easy to enjoy hassle-free home cooked meals. Making dinner every single day can just start to feel like a chore, but with HelloFresh, planning, shopping, and delivering all of the ingredients straight to your front door makes it so easy for you to cook delicious meals and help with that happiness that comes with cooking. And you don't have to worry because HelloFresh uses high quality ingredients, including seasonal and fresh produce and protein that travel from the farm straight to your doorstep. They're all carefully packed and perfectly portioned and pre-measured to save you time, which is the most important thing, especially in that chaotic schedule that I know so many of us have. And it helps you reduce waste. You can even enjoy more convenient options than ever. They have new menu categories with 15-minute meals, prep and bake, and 3-minute heat and eat ready meals, all from the comfort of your own home in the ease of the HelloFresh app, you'll enjoy familiar, flavorful meals that satisfy both your stomach and your wallet. A few nights ago, I actually made the chicken curry recipe that I got with my HelloFresh box. And when I tell you guys that it was so easy after a day of work and just that chaotic nature of life to simply just reach into the fridge, grab the recipe card, and be able to just do all of it mindlessly and follow the directions. And it was so quick and easy to make. It's delicious. I've used HelloFresh multiple times in the past as well. And I will say it's also very helpful when you are learning how to cook. It checks off all of the boxes of just the most convenient eating for me. It always turns out great. It's so easy to follow. It arrives straight to your doorstep. What more could you ask for? Guys, take advantage of HelloFresh's incredible offer by using my code DestinySidwellFM for 10 free meals plus free add-ons for life. 1 free item per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on the first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. Sign up today, click the link down in my description, or use code DestinySidwellFM. I'm gonna have everything on the screen, everything down below, all of the information that you guys need. Again, thank you so much to HelloFresh for just bringing that convenience of not having to worry about the stress of meal planning and prepping. Use code DestinySidwellFM down below. All of the stuff is going to be down in the description. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. I placed some orders. I had to buy a few things from Anthropology for the nursery that I had found, like the curtains and stuff for the nursery. And then I was like, you know what? They had a sale on some of their dishware. And when we first moved in, one of the things that Isaac loves to eat and that I've actually taken a liking to, except I got like very violently ill one day after eating cereal, and I haven't ate cereal since, and now I'm scared of milk. Like, I haven't really drank milk since then either. Bowls, because we have like one set of like 4 bowls. You guys know, like, I'm just so used to, like, I grew up in a house where we had so many different like types of dishes where like we had bowls designated for different things. Like, we have bowls that we specifically eat chili out of. We have bowls that we specifically eat like yogurt out of. We have bowls that we specifically eat cereal out of, and same thing goes with plate. You don't like need that, but it's just so funny because I grew up in a household like that. Just like over years, we had just had like dishes. And so we had like this one set of bowls, and these were all on sale. So I was like, you know what? They're like a little bit different. I picked up some of the bowls. Like, this one I think would be perfect for yogurt. Like, I feel like when I make my little yogurt bowls and stuff like that, or when I eat like pasta and stuff. We actually have plates that are technically pasta plate, but I don't use them for that. One, I don't eat that much pasta when I make it. But then I also got these were on sale, and I had my eye on these for a little bit, and I'm just now realizing I think I ordered a different color in these. I ordered like a clear blue version of these. These are more of like that, like kind of like almost like ice cream bowl, cereal bowl. But then I was also looking out for this. This is a serving bowl, but what I got this for was for my fruit, because every single week in the summertime specifically, the amount of peaches and plums that I eat. But I got wow, okay. I got this to like have somewhere to put out, like I get bananas, peaches, plums in a way where like I can take them out of the bag and stuff. So I got that to kind of set out on the counter. The book room. A month and a half ago, I did my video on how, you know, moving into the new place, we did a new book room. I love it, right? There's nothing wrong with the bookshelves themselves. That is exactly the way that I wanted it. There are a few more things that I want to do to them, just kind of like decor wise. The problem is, one, I have left a few boxes from moving where there were just kind of some things that were a little out of place, and I was like, I don't know where I'm gonna put these things. And then I film videos and there are just like books thrown about everywhere. Then there's the matter of just the placement of this chair and coffee table, because my idea that I still have for this room that I just have not done yet is that I have this idea to have kind of like a couch. I know the exact one that I want, like I have it picked out, and basically the idea was to have the couch where the chair is right now and then have the chair like set off to the side. I wanted the book room to feel like another kind of like living area just with books in it, because it is like upstairs, it's in the loft, so it's kind of like a living space, if that makes any sense. I just have not purchased said piece of furniture yet. So I feel like the room just looks incomplete, and when something looks incomplete and I know it's incomplete, it is very hard for me to be in the space and just like, I don't know, it's because every single time I walk in here, film a video, anything, I'm like, it just looks incomplete. It doesn't look right. Because I love the chair, it's just that this area is so big that I feel like you need like something else seating wise in it. The coffee table just looks odd just being sat out where it is at. I think I'm going to move the placement of the chair for now. I can figure out, you know, the whole entire couch situation, because we have like 5,000 moving pieces going on in my life right now, that a couch for the book room has not been my #1 priority. I think I'm gonna move it into the corner. That's where I originally had it, and I feel like just for right now, with there not being like more seating that I feel like would make the room look more cohesive, it's just going to stay in the corner. This is a mess. I haven't started picking it up yet. But as for the coffee table, I don't know what to do with her. I want to work her into the space. I'm just like, it would look dumb being sat right there. It just looks out of place for right now. This is one of the boxes that I have not gotten rid of yet since we have moved, because it has all of my vinyls in it, and basically I do not know what to do with all of my vinyls. Again, one of my dream pieces of furniture is to find like a beautiful, like mid-century modern feeling vinyl setup where I have like a record player and vinyls, because I love collecting vinyls and I love like that physical media feeling. Obviously, as I've already said about the couch would be higher up on the list than buying that. So then these have been sitting in a box because I'm like, I don't know what to do with these vinyls. And also there's just so many technology related things in here that I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Operation for right now in this reset, the focus of it is just to clean up. It has been a while, and I mean a long while, since I've like vlog kind of angled with this camera. Give me a sec. Anyway, hello, welcome to my office. So not done in this reset, as in I didn't film it. I recently hung up these prints. If you guys have been around for a while, you guys might recognize them. I've had them for like 2 years now. I found them on Etsy. I just randomly found them and printed them off at Staples and put them in frames. So now the space is looking a little bit better because I'm going to show you guys. I showed this in a recent vlog, but I hung these 3. They're pretty tall. And then we have these. These you can like change out the albums in them. These are just the albums that I have in them right now. And then I have these 2 prints. Also from Etsy, I got these frames from Amazon. And then we have these 2 shelves, and then I hung up these as well. Something that I did today off camera actually is this in the corner right here, and I'm actually still debating on if I want them sitting in the corner, because there's 2 of them. There's one right here and there's another one right there, and I was like, I don't know if I want the moody lighting behind me or if I want it right here, like on either side of the desk. Also because like this, like when you're doing a vlog or making videos or just getting a clip, I'm like, does it look way too backlit almost with them behind me? But I don't know where I could plug them in. Like I don't know if there's another plug-in really by where I was going to put them at. I would need to get, oh wait, I actually think we have something. Wait, I actually have, what are these called? Something, and I probably should have just already had one of these plugged in anyway for my computer and stuff, but I'm gonna plug one of these in, and I feel like I'm going to switch these over here. That's where I originally had them at in my brain, because I feel like having the lighting this way would look a lot better. I feel like that looks a lot better, especially with the desk down. Like the desk is up right now because I'm walking and working and stuff. I feel like this looks a lot better. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of a office reset. I feel like I don't need a big one. I don't keep like a lot of stuff in here, and I try to be good about kind of getting stuff in and out. However, there are just a few things I'm wanting to do to kind of make it feel more complete. Of course, there are like other things that I want to add to the space, but just for right now, to make me feel the most like, okay, I feel like we're good. One of them is to kind of decorate these shelves because right now they just kind of look bare. They're functional, but I also want them to look cute and have little trinkets and stuff on them. I started messing around with this one. So down here is where I keep like all of the crafts and stuff that I have, or not all of them because this isn't all of them. I actually got a few sets of the little Animal Crossing Legos and I wanted to build those, and I just went out in the garage and they're like in one of the totes that I might have Isaac get out this weekend, and I'll build them because one, it's a fun activity. It's also a fun audiobook activity, but I want to put them and decorate them like on the shelves and stuff. These 3 shelves are the ones that you can see. So in this one, I just kind of have little decor pieces like my Rumors album. This is my YouTube plaque. This is a candle that me and Sarah made when we went to Texas to visit the Blush bookstore. This is like books on my monthly TBR, and so are these up here. So I have like little trinkets and stuff and little picture frames. Also decorating that because obviously when you close this, like that's what it looks like. So I want to add some stuff up here, but this one's pretty bare. This is all of my technology. So right here I kind of just display all my different cameras, and then down here is where I keep just like a lot of, not you guys seeing that I do keep my walking shoes in this cabinet just because Charlie is a shoe thief. That is what she does when she's irritated with me or with anybody, is she steals your shoes. So anyway, but I had Isaac bring down this box because there were like 3 boxes up in the book room. I was like, yeah, we need to get rid of these because it's just making the space look unfinished, like we're still in the process of moving in, because there were just like a few things I didn't necessarily know where to put them. So that is this box. In this box is a bunch of technology and little trinkets and all of my records. Basically, I was like, I don't know where to put them, but I was like, I can definitely find somewhere down here, and all the technology needs to go in this cabinet anyway, so I'm going to do that, and that kind of finishes that off. The only other boxes upstairs that were in the book room were books that I'm unhauling, and then it was like a trash box, so we can get rid of those as well, and then the book room is finished. For now, like I said, I already told you guys how I have plans with the book room, but that's just not happening right now. Like, we have other priorities. We're going to do that. I'm going to kind of put everything in its place and try to decorate these shelves a little bit. Hello, everybody. I did not film any of me taking the stuff out of the box because honestly, it's not very aesthetic. I need to get like a little box to put, basically there were just so many different cables and everything in the box for a lot of the technology that I was like, yeah, I just need to get like its own separate box to organize in there, but I don't have one right now, so I just threw it in there. Anyway, my original plan was to fit the vinyls into one of the shelves just until, you know, like I can get, you know, somewhere to put them, but they didn't fit, so they are just sitting right in this corner. Honestly, the office, like other than all of the other stuff that I talked about, this is kind of just like where we're at with it right now. This shelf does look a lot better than the other one, I'm gonna be honest. Again, just like books right here and books right here that I want to read this month. Items all throughout the shelf. Like this one just looks way better, but honestly it's the one that you see right when you like walk in here. Like no one's really looking over there, so it's kind of worth it to invest in this shelf. But this is what this shelf is looking like right now. Again, it's just kind of bare. I don't know y'all. I'm trying, but I'd put just little trinkets around the cameras, some of my Spider-Man pop, little other stuff around there. And again, this one's really, really bad down here. But basically, I think that's about everything that I'm doing with the office space. Hello everybody and good morning. It is literally 8:30 in the morning right now. I thought we could end off this vlog because honestly, just for the rest of the day, I'm working on videos and stuff. To end off today's video, I thought I would show you guys different things that I did to my Notion, kind of what we got rid of, and then show you guys my updated 2025 vision board for like the second half of the year, and kind of talk through like different things and kind of what I see like the second half of my year looking like. So we're on my Notion, and honestly, I'm gonna be completely real with you guys. I always make a welcome page because I don't know why. It's just like a home base for things to go to, but I never like use it. It's more of like just one of those like decorative things. I just go to the little bar on the side and just use that. But over at 2025, there were a few things that I removed. If you go back to my 2025 reset, I had like a lot of different vision boards going on and like different goals that I just like broke down into subcategories. And honestly, that is just so overwhelming for where I'm at in life like right now. It makes a lot of sense for where I was at in life at the beginning of the year, but as of now, it does not make sense to like break down hyper specifically like all of that stuff. I kept these little things, like if you hit this little arrow, it comes down and shows like this little table of like goals. So I think this one was health and wellness, and this was like all of my goals for the year, which was 15K steps a day, which I do actually. So that is something that I do every day. Work out 5 times a week. I do get in, I would say most weeks it's at least 4. Diversify cardio, I do just go for like multiple walks a day, and I'm not really at the very moment in my life somewhere where I'm going to like diversify my cardio. I also think at the beginning of the year I was just having a hard time with cardio, period, like running, walking, anything. I was like, and so I was like, maybe if I diversify it. I don't need it at the moment. I love going, especially for outdoor walks, but for some reason in the summer, I do not like walking outside. I tried to walk outside yesterday. I walked outside yesterday with Charlie because I try to get her a walk when it's not hot outside, and I try to do it in the morning. My calves hurt. My feet hurt in a way that they don't hurt when I'm on my walking pad, obviously, because when you're walking outside, like the terrain is a lot different than just like walking on a flat surface. So it's good to also walk outside. But I'm excited for the fall time to be able to like walk outside. I love walking outside in the fall, or even like going somewhere to walk in the fall. At least 90 ounces of water a day. I have been drinking so much water. I have no problem with the water intake. Like, I kid you not, I probably get like 120 ounces or more of water in a day. Like, there is something about water right now that I'm like, yes, I love water. Prioritize rest. I've been trying to be better about that starting this week. Where I'm at in life and with my body, I'm like, I need to be okay with like sitting down and just like resting for a little bit, even just resting your mind as well. I need to be better about this, and I'm trying. It's just something that is very, very hard for me, because I feel like if I'm not actively doing something, I need to be doing something. Or like if I'm just sitting here like, oh, what am I doing? Like, I don't deserve to just sit around. Like, that's actual thoughts that I have in my head. So I try to be productive at all times. Rest is important for your mind and your body, so trying to cut out excess sugars, get a skincare routine down. I have, and I talked about this, and was it my last? It's either the first, I think it may be the first summer diaries that I talk about this actually, of my skincare routine, and just kind of like what I do and what my skincare routine looks like, and make dinner 4 times a week. All of these goals I decided to stay with, because I was like, you know what? They're just really good goals to have. Like, I feel like they're doable. It's very easy. I do all of them anyway. My life goals were, what do I want to say? They weren't super out there, I feel like, this year, and I feel like they're also like nice life goals to have. Give yourself needed breaks, communicate important feelings, think through emotions, journal 5 times a month, get out of the house. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but here is the new mood board up top right here. So we're going to click over to 2025. This was the original mood board that I made for the year. So all of my goals, like, I had a lot of motivational quotes. It was just kind of like scrapbook-ish. Honestly, I feel like I tried to be like very easy with myself, as in like what I saw my year looking like. And if I'm gonna be honest, like, majority of these things just is how I live my life. Like, we just have healthy eating, water, reading, kind of just like life and fitness goals and capturing moments. Right here, this one was for my skincare. I was like, I want to get my skincare down, which is true. And again, it's not like this was like out of the box and like this is not what my life looked like. But then this is the new one that I made for the second half of the year, because obviously we're going into the Burr months, you know, September, October, November, December. I know that we're literally in July, we're about to go into August, but I meant like the second half of the year is literally like all of those kind of more, I want to call them like cozy months. So that's why this color palette, I just realized, is a lot more like fallish, winterish, but that's just kind of what life is going to look like for the second half of the year. Anyway, to talk you guys through kind of the second half of 2025 and what my life is going to look like. Again, I feel like I always just have like health and fitness at the center of everything, where I just like to make sure that I'm keeping my body moving and I'm doing something like active, walking, maybe just like some yoga, like Pilates movements at home, weightlifting, like going on like little walks with like a little coffee, or just like romanticizing little things. The very like essence of kind of what I was going for is just kind of slowing down life a little bit, like just kind of really going with the flow and trying to let go of the like over planning, because obviously what my life is going to look like is just like, my life is just going to look completely different. So like the over planning, I'm like just more of a slow go with the flow and romanticize the little things I was going with this. And of course we have reading, like obviously that is what I make videos about, that is what I love to do, just kind of like finding moments in time to continue on with that. Also just like different relationship kind of just little like romanticizing little moments with everybody. I put some like getting ready inspo because I feel like one of the things that would really tremendously help me mentally is like getting ready for the day. Getting up, even if it's like a cute, just like cozy casual outfit, but like getting up and like at least like doing your makeup, putting on like an outfit that you feel like is not like right now how I am just in pajamas, putting on an outfit that you feel like is a little bit more like, you know, just something outside of like what you fell asleep in. Little things like that, I feel like, again, romanticizing the little things could make you just like so much happier, rather than just like going through the motions, just really thinking through like what you're doing and like what that means. I also have journaling because, again, I keep saying it, but just like where life is going, I feel like it would be really sweet to like keep track of a journal of like honest thoughts or even just like happy moments and stuff. I actually just saw, when I was scrolling through photos on Pinterest, I saw a little thing that says like title your journal entries like an episode of Friends, and Friends is one of my favorite TV shows ever. If you know, the episodes are like the one with blank, the one with this, and so it's like kind of think of a title for your day and then make a journal entry like July 18th, the one with this, and then you just kind of like journal about your day. But I also think when becoming a parent, it's very sweet to maybe even have like two separate journals, but like one journal where you just like are journaling about the day and kind of what happened that day and all of those things. I think that's very sweet to keep for you, but also like one day have your child read or even like give to them. And I think that's like very sentimental and sweet to know for them. And there's just, again, like in these like little moments, like little walks and like reading, and like I always like to put like at least one picture just like capturing moments. This girl is holding a camcorder specifically because that's one of the things I've been trying to do, is like have camcorder footage for me. I also put some quotes in here that I feel like are very much where I am in life right now. That is the little 2025 part 2. Just kind of honestly romanticizing and I say this like a slow life, as in I said this already, but just again like in the little things, even romanticizing reading, aesthetic reading pictures of like really like make your space, if you can, a space that you feel very, very comfortable in, and just even romanticize those little moments and romanticize like little things like baking or going for a walk or capturing a moment, getting ready for the day. Like really slow down and understand the action that you're doing. If we go to my other ones really quick, because I feel like I yapped about all of that stuff for a very long time. My digital bookshelves, I deleted some of the book data ones. The only ones I kept were my DNFs, because I do like to keep track of the books that I like actually DNF. What I did with the work one was, obviously I've shared with you guys, like these are like active ideas that I have, where I have YouTube ideas, short form ideas, Bookstagram ideas, and basically the table for this was just like so long because I had been keeping it from the beginning of the year. and there were like so many videos that I had scrapped, or it was just kind of a mess. So I went through, and if there were like any that I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can still like take those and like make those videos, I wrote them down in my notebook. I did that for like all of the tables, and then I just deleted everything, and then I re-entered like all of the like fresh ideas that I'm like, yeah, we can like go forward with these ideas. And then I made a little glossary here at the bottom where it's like, the book emoji is a reading vlog, stars a vlog, and then this little melting face is a sit down video. Specifically because I feel like nobody likes sit down videos. I like filming them, I think they're fun, but I just feel like nobody else really like loves watching the sit down videos. That is what we've got going on for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little talk of kind of talking through some things, and maybe it motivated you guys, you know, to just almost like have a new mindset for the second half of the year. You can revisit your goals and change them. Maybe like your life looks completely different than you thought it was going to at the beginning of the year, and that is completely fine. Like sometimes I feel like I've definitely been that person in the past as well, where I've made like goals at the beginning of the year, and when I check in halfway through the year and I'm like, wow, that how did we get from here to here? Like this just doesn't even look the way I thought it was going to. It's because you can, I feel like you can try to, again, control as much as you think. Like you can be like, yeah, I want to get this and this done the year. The year is going to do what it's going to do. Like life is going to life. And so it's okay to like take a step back and change goals and change priorities, change what you want your life to look like. That is completely fine. So maybe if you're feeling that way, make a new mood board of what you want your life to look like now for the second half of the year. Make new goals, because you can make goals whenever you want. You can change your life whenever you want. There's no timeline. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, enjoyed a little bit of resetting, enjoyed a little bit of chit chat. I will see you guys in the next video, in the next vlog, whatever you tune in for. I hope to see you there. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you guys so much. You are doing great. If nobody has told you it, I'm proud of you, and you're doing great. I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace.